What's going on, guys? It's Greeny here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, it's a banger. I'm going to show you how I go about finding those 100x meme coins nice and early, the strategies I use, the processes I go through. As always, please subscribe down below. YouTube tells me that 23% of you are subscribed, so let's get it to 30% before the end of July. Don't forget to check out my trading group, which is in the description below using the what.com link. We educate, we trade, we show analysis every single day across all crypto markets, so do check it out. Here's the video. As always, guys, this is educational content. None of this should be considered financial advice. Alrighty, to successfully trade and find those 100x meme coins, they need to follow a certain catalyst, I suppose, is the good word to describe it. Ultimately, I use these 5 things here on the screen to help me decide on whether I want to chase some of those low cap meme coins. Now, I've definitely got my fair share of 100x calls this cycle. Joe, for example, I got in at 130k. It ran up to 30 million. Mog, I got in at 8 million, and also it's run up to, I don't even know, 850 million. And there's plenty of other examples. So I come from experience and I come from knowledge, and ultimately I use a combination of these strategies here to make sure that I find those 100x's. So today I'm going to show you the tools and the processes that I do go through. So ultimately, chart analysis, you know, if you follow me on Twitter, that I love TA, and it's very true because ultimately it shows you whether something is bullish or whether something is bearish. The next one is sentiment and hype. So does this token, does this meme coin have any hype about it? Is it a current trend that we're seeing? Is it hyped because of a certain thing that's happened in the news? Does it have the right sentiment? So is it a cat token when we're actually in a dog meta, which kind of follows the bottom one as well? Like, is it the right narrative to be trading? Does it have sentiment around it? So sentiment, something like Pepe has so much sentiment around it because it's one of the most popular memes in the crypto space. The community, very underrated, this one. But if you don't have a community, then this meme coin often does not pump over time. And lastly, guys, the strength of the meme. So are there socials? Okay, is there a website? Is the ticker really cool to use? Is it actually available to hyperlink on Twitter? All those types of things come into the strength of the meme. Can people create new memes? Are there a range of other memes that I've already created on this meme coin? All come into the trade. So if you do find one that fits all of these catalysts before you get into it, then ideally that's how you find those 100x's. So the 2 ways that I go generally about it is obviously either dex screener on the new pairs, okay, and obviously we've been trading predominantly on Solana because that's, again, where the volume, liquidity, where the users are, where the transactions are. So you don't want to fade where that is. So I use Solana. I come to dex screener and I rank it by age, and I'm looking at all these tokens, going through my normal security and safety measures as I've shown in other videos, and looking at these potential caps that have just dropped. And a lot of these are very low, like 36, 160, 150. These are 2 red flags straight away. The fact that it was dropped within 40 minutes, low transactions, but also at 2 million, big red flag, guys. So always do your security and safety checks as well before getting into these tokens. Now, the next, obviously, big strategy that I've started to adopt is using BullX. If you are looking to sign up for BullX, I do have access code down below in the description, which will get you 10% off fees and early access to the platform, but also to the future airdrops. Ultimately, it's Pump Vision over on the side. I do have video tutorials on how to set this up and the strategies that I have been using for sniping, but for the sake of this video, we're touching on a more broader sense. So I come here and essentially I'm doing what I spoke to you about. I'm looking at these new tokens that have just been dropped. I'm checking out their socials, I'm checking out their meme, I'm checking out whether they have high top holder counts, I'm doing my security checks, and then I look to potentially get into these 100x tokens. The next strategies that I like to use, guys, are following some really high profiles on Twitter. And what I mean by that is they keep you up to date with what's happening worldwide. So if a news event happens and it is something that could be created in a meme, then you want to be following these things and jumping straight onto those as soon as possible. So some of the accounts that I follow, okay, the Spectator Index, okay, drops news content all hours of the day, okay, as you can see here. So you can definitely follow that one for a good recap on what's potentially happening worldwide. Elon Musk, if he tweets something out, guys, 190 million people are going to see it. don't fade him, okay? The next one, another news competitor, Watcher Guru. Again, another one that focuses more on the crypto side, but ultimately these are the ones that just keep you up to date with some of the things that are happening. And then the last one, something like Walter Bloomberg is another good follow, guys, because again, as you can see here, we're seeing currently what Biden's speaking about Kamala Harris. So you don't want to fade the news because ultimately memes do come from the news. So that's a strategy that I like to do to find some of these 100x tokens. And I mean, if you got into Kamala Harris when she dropped that she was going to get into Joe Biden's position, then you could have easily made a crazy amount of gains in meme coins. So I keep these notifications on, and I get notifications on my phone and on my Twitter on my laptop to make sure that I'm up to date for the potential meme coin plays. So then I come back to BullX, and if I do see a potential news event happening, I'm over here on the new creation side. I'm checking through these tickers. I'm going, oh yep, that's one that I like to look at. And that's when I start to check out those 100x tokens. Now, before I buy, like I said before, I always want to make sure that it either has volume, okay? And as you can see the volume. So this one's at 0, this one's at 3K, that's at 400, that's at 1K, 2K, etc., right? And you want to check that it has safety and security. So you don't want to make sure that it has a high top holder count. Anything under 15% is ideal. And obviously you don't want it to be bundle sniped or dev sniped, those types of things. And you can check them using obviously the tutorials that I've shown you on my YouTube channel before. But also another strategy, guys, is to find some of the tokens that are about to graduate or that have graduated, because they probably have run up really fast to that about 70K sort of region. And a lot of these can actually run up very fast over the coming hours, if not the coming days. And that's how you can find some of those 100Xs once they reach the liquidity pool on rating. So for example, this one here, 384K, that would have been again down here at 3K yesterday when it launched. So that's nearly 100X already. So do your due diligence, sign up for BullX, watch my other tutorials, but ultimately, guys, that's how I go about finding those 100x meme coins. If you have a different strategy, comment down below. I'm always open to learning new different strategies, new process, new tools that you like to use in the meme coin space. So let me know in the comments if you have a different strategy to mine. From Australia or New Zealand, guys, I've recently partnered with SwiftX. You can get a free $20 of Bitcoin if you sign up using the referral link in the description below. Special shout out to SwiftX, one of the cleanest platforms in Australia to trade cryptocurrency. So there you have it, guys. That's my tutorial on how I go about finding those 100x meme coins. If you like my content, please subscribe down below. Let's get it to 30% before the end of July. As always, do check out my trading group, guys. I have actually dropped the prices a little bit as well, just to get more people in there for education and also to get access to some of the trades that we trade in crypto every single day. As always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.